Imagine losing one of the most electrifying talents in the league, a player capable of changing any game in the blink of an eye. Now, imagine that this very star went through the worst nightmare possible for an athlete, a devastating injury. Fans were in shock, experts feared the worst, and the team lost one of its key playmakers in the final stretch of the season. But wait, there's a twist in this story that could change the Texans' fate in the coming years. Want to know how this journey of pain and overcoming can transform Houston's future? Then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel because this news will surprise you. Tank Dell, the young wide receiver for the Texans, suffered a brutal injury at the end of the season. The diagnosis? A true disaster for any athlete. A dislocated knee, meniscus damage, and tears in the ACL, MCL, and LCL. That's right, it couldn't get any worse. Initially, there were fears that he might never return to playing at a high level. But hold on to your emotions because DeMeco Ryans just released an update that could change everything. According to the head coach, Tank Dell is on the rise, recovering well, and wearing a smile on his face. The Texans are already projecting his return. But when will that happen? And more importantly, can he still be that explosive player? Now let's get to the point. Does this mean Tank Dell will return to being the same as before? The history of the NFL is filled with cases where great talents couldn't recover from injuries of this magnitude. But if there's one guy who has a hunger for the game, it's Tank Dell. He already showed in his rookie season that he can be a lethal weapon. And if he manages to return to the field at 100%, the Texans will have a deadly duo with C.J. Stroud. But let's be realistic. This recovery is still an unknown. And you, Texans fan, do you believe Tank Dell can return to his best? Comment here and let's debate. The truth is that this story is still being written. Tank Dell has a long road ahead, but the signs are positive. If everything goes right, the Texans could count on a significant reinforcement next season. Now, the burning question. Will he be able to come back with the same explosiveness and impact he had before the injury? Or are we talking about a player who will never be the same? The future will tell. In the meantime, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and leave that like. You won't want to miss any details of Tank Dell's recovery and the Texans' next steps.